Okay, I got the pipe up in here. Just put a little bit of my CRC 336 on there. Kind of eats the corrosion and the rust a little bit and the carbon, and working. It goes up in there. It's a little loose now. Have to re-rust it. So this kicker clears fine. I've dimpled this whole pipe here for other applications, so there's tons of room in here. And you can tell how that oil tank got dented. Not on this bike though. I found one of my own brackets here. I think zoomed out all the way. Yeah. So this is for one of my other exhausts on another bike. So you can see how it's a little bit too long to be used from this peg here, because it would almost go right in there. So I'm gonna go look see if I got a short clamp that doesn't have the P-clamp to it, just a clamp. If so, then I could probably use this bracket. Otherwise, I'll make up a new one that goes from here to this one. So we'll figure that out. So anyway, that's how you do that. It's fairly straightforward. Just take your time, get stuff lined up, and then make it fit. Alright, I figured out my clamp situation here. I don't like none of these other clamps I dug up. They suck. So I'm going to use the same clamp I had. I brought it forward. I opened the hole up slightly so the 5/16 bolt fits in there real nice. I took this one here, I took off the other pipe clamp I had on it for the other bike. And I rotated the pipe down about an inch, so now they're both kind of going downhill slightly. And this will just angle over like that, and I'll just be able to bolt it all together. So it'll all go together like it's supposed to. Stick our Anderson foot peg back up on here. One of the old crappy steel ones I had left over, I guess. There. Looks like I'm going to have to adjust my bolt a little bit, or put a washer in here to get that to come in right. Oop. So I like them. Right there is where I like them. So I'll work on that a little bit. And I'll get this here bolted on. And I should button that up right here. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera so you have to watch me put a bunch of bolts in. Okay, I got this all mounted up on here now. Good and solid. Got my kicker mounted up on there. We got clearance here for pipe, oil tank. Clears down here at the bottom for this pipe. Shifter all clears over here. And everything's, no cables or anything rubbing on anything that matter on exhaust. Make sure we got line clearance up under here. So everything's all situated where it doesn't hit on anything. The peg here, I went and found an aircraft shim washer. Pull this up here. There's one way of doing it. So I got this little washer right here. It didn't want to come out either. So it's a little thin shim washer. So it just goes in there like that. Picks up the we need there to get the peg in the right spot. You know, it tightens up right where I want it. Just the peg's in the wrong side, so I just take this apart, flip it around, the peg goes forward. I get how I want it. So then my foot peg will be in the right spot. So I get all this stuff all done up. We got the rear brake all functional. We're in gear right now. There's neutral. Old shoes are dragging slightly, but got lots of clearance. Shoes are probably worn out too, that's why it's so far forward, but yeah, it stops. Who cares? At least it used to. So next thing, I gotta get that tank finished being cleaned up, get that mounted up on the frame up in here, and I gotta move to my little dash panel I gotta make. So pretty well got everything else handled on the bottom of the bike here. So takes a little while, but we're getting there.